Hello everyone, welcome to the Season 10 Abyssal Expedition Ranked Comps. Now this is the third time we go after old crabs here, so some of these first two comps aren't really going to surprise everyone. This is your standard Belinda comp. You can switch positions of Edwin and Damon just to see which ends up working better for you. Edwin in the middle works best for me, but feel free to switch it around and flex into different positions just based on whatever works for you. Talisman level 18 is absolutely mandatory to make this comp work, but you can try at lower level Talisman or with different pets to see what results you can get. And we got a Hale and Hardy 11.5 billion. Now the next team, it'll be the Entendre and Rem team. You did remember to redeem for Rem, right? Like you definitely didn't skip Rem, because why would you? But yeah, this team, again, a spectacular main comp. Positioning between Rem and Entendre can vary, and so kind of mess around to see which of the two ends up doing more damage for you. For me, the positioning that you see here is what gave me the best results, but your personal results will vary, so feel free to mess around with the positioning of Entendre and Rem on the front line. The next team is a new team. This is a Solise team. It's important to use Solise, Awakened Solise's ability and not Baden's ability, because otherwise you end up leaving a lot of damage on the floor. This team has the potential to do over 10 billion damage at under 50% for the boss. For the most part, you'll get between 7.5 up to 9. But yeah, this is an awesome comp if you have the heroes to run it and the comp to do it. If instead you happen to be one of those people that has Awakened Athalia instead of Baden or instead of Solise, you can definitely run this variant of the Athalia Comp. Now, as far as the supports that you could use up front, you can use Salaki, you can use Damia, you can use Halus, you can use Orthros, and you can even run Saurus. Although I wouldn't really run Saurus in this comp in the front unless you can't support the Solise and Baden team, because those together actually end up doing a ton of damage. But I ran Damia in my version of the team. You end up getting some nice damage out of this. It's pretty consistent. Sometimes it will spike up and suddenly overheat, so be careful when you're running this one to make sure that you pause and restart in case the damage gets too low. If you don't run the Solise team, and if you can, I definitely suggest you do. But if you don't run the Solise team, or Awakened Athalia is the only Awakened that you have past Belinda, then you can absolutely put Saurus in the front support spot for this team. And it definitely has a ton of damage potential. I'm running the Deer pet for this, and that is the most effective one that I found for this one. I tried a bunch of other ones, but Deer ended up being the best one. This one came in at 7.2 billion. I've seen it get close to 7.5, so it's definitely a strong team. Up next is the Awakened Thane team. I'm using Tassie in the middle center back. There's also the ability to run this with Aziz instead of Tassie. Now this one generally should be reserved for below 50%. Above 50%, it's not really the best comp. You get 4.5, maybe 5 billion out of it. But if you run it under 50%, then you can probably rely on it to run between 6 or 7 billion. Depending on your celerity tree, of course, and you know, level of your relics. You saw me get 4.5 billion or so out of this with Tassie. I ran it again with Aziz. And similarly, you know, I get pretty decent damage. But again, you really want to run this under 50%, because above 50%, you're not really going to see terribly impressive numbers on this comp. It is a sub 50% comp. Now the next team is one that last season I ran it with Maetria in the middle back. If you have Awakened Safiya, aggressively free-to-play vegan players can definitely run Awakened Safiya in the middle back for more consistency. If not, you can definitely run Maetria middle back. But yeah, this is a team that I generally reserve for Star of Dawn, mostly because it doesn't have the highest damage. It's pretty consistent, 5.5 to 6 billion. You can run it at any level. But generally, this will be one of those that your Star of Dawn will run, because you know they generally have a deeper hero pool, and we'll be running the 6 comps. The other 5 comps that we've already gone through before are going to give you better output than this one. You saw what I did with the Awakened Safiya version of this team. Now running the Maetria version of this team, it's a little bit lower, 5.1 versus 5.5, but both of them for Star of Dawn Team 6 are great teams. Generally, apart from that, the heroes that I use during farm time while I'm getting my cities and building up my income will be these. I'll generally pair Brutus with Rook, I'll pair Alna with Thane, And then Baden can generally carry a team all by himself because he's just a rock star like that. But these are my farming heroes. Whenever I get my last my slots and I'm at the boss waiting to unlock, I'll drop these guys and just slot in the rest of the heroes. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and good luck.